That was weird. We're just gonna move on. All right, Bronco fans, we're back. We are back. I am super excited about this video. One of the phenomenal things about the Bronco is just the ability to customize it and make it your own. Well, I found a company that allows you to take it to the next level and really make your Bronco, or really any vehicle of yours, stand out in a way that is going to be completely different from anybody else. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Insert Ikonic Badges. Ikonic Badges is an aftermarket vehicle accessories brand that is dedicated to create innovative and affordable products for your vehicle. I've been so excited to work with them. The whole process was a breeze. I have not, I'll be honest, I cheated a little bit and I peeked in the box, but I wanted to capture my actual reactions of these products that I helped design. Again, I designed these with Ikonic to really make my Bronco stand out above the crowd. So let's take a look at these together for the first time. All right, I'm super excited about this. Whew! Been waiting a long time to open this box and go through this. So the first thing I'm going to look at is, you might have noticed that I had placed the Bronco script, the old school Bronco script, already on my Bronco, but I wanted to take it up a notch because a lot of people have that. And as you know, my Bronco is branded the Broncosaurus. So I had the script. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Bam. Bam. That is sick. Oh my, that is sick. We took it up a notch. We took the Bronco script, the classic Bronco script. We added my branding, the Broncosaurus, to this. This thing is going to absolutely pop. Oh my gosh. All right. That's sick. That's sick. Can't wait to put that on. And what's so cool is, like, you can switch this all up, obviously. So I couldn't decide which way I wanted to go. I don't know which one I'm gonna put on the fender yet, but you can see you can completely customize these, whatever colors, whatever fonts. I mean, it's your creativity is your limit, and that's it. Ooh, I can just hear the angel singing. I hope you can see the detail in here of exactly what's taking place. This is sunken down. This actually has like a little sparkle to it on the side too. This I'm really excited about. Oh my gosh. Now I've seen this, I'll tell you what this is. I'll just show it to you. Y'all, the quality of this is insane. I have seen people using sticker overlays for their third tail light, but this, are you serious? This is the same plastic that's on everything else. It's not just a sticker overlay. I thought this was just gonna be a sticker overlay like I've seen on other vehicles, but no, this is legit. Now, one other great thing I love about Ikonic Badges is all of their products are made from this special industrial grade plastic that's weather resistant. It's UV proof, meaning that I don't have to worry about any of these products fading in the sun. Like, again, I'm blown away with this quality. All the adhesive is 3M products, high quality adhesive. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I love this company's attention to detail, their ability to just, gosh, yo, this is, Look at this. Look at this. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? I mean, come on, y'all. This is gonna look incredible. This is crazy. All right. Out of everything, this might be what I'm most excited about. On the Broncos, the thing I think everybody can agree on, and the thing that most people have replaced anyway, are the stickers that tell you what level trim that you chose, whether if it's Outer Banks or Big Bend or Badlands. Mine's in Outer Banks. But I wanted my own badging, and Ikonic I don't even know what to say right now. All right, so you know the Outer Banks sticker? Check out my custom Outer Banks emblems. Again, made out of the high quality plastic with my freaking custom logo on them. All right, I got one more thing. And this is gonna be awesome. Check out this replacement Ford logo. That's lit. I mean, it's literally lit, and it's lit. Oh, I forgot one other thing. I've got a lift. I had to remove some of the crash bars. So they have these crash bar covers, again, insane quality. As a military veteran, definitely wanted to put the flag on the Bronco, but it even says Bronchosaurus underneath it. All right, let me show you all this. We have the door seal protection plates. Comes in a pair. Obviously, the customized script. We have the third brake light overlay emblem. We have the custom text key fob. That's what that is. Goes right over there. That's cool. I really like that. We've got the custom fender badge pair. I got 2 sets of those so I could decide which route I wanted to go. Crash bar end plugs, pair of those. The front tie accent pair for the trail sights as well. And then the LED oval replacement that's illuminated. All right, let's talk about a few features of the Ikonic Badges. Now, again, like I said, Ikonic Badges is an aftermarket vehicle accessories brand that's dedicated to creative, innovative, and affordable products. All their products are made right here in America. Military veteran, I definitely approve of that. All the products are made from that special industrial grade plastic that's weather resistant, UV proof. We don't have to worry about products fading in the sun, which obviously Bronco's going to be in the sun a ton. All the mounting options, like I showed you before, include really high quality, high bond automotive tape from 3M. 3M makes really great products. They ship really fast. Their customizable options are unlimited. You can create your own text. Obviously, you can choose your own colors like I did. I'm excited about getting this installation done. I mean, pretty much everything's going to install in seconds except for the illuminated badge. All right, so now you've seen all the products. Let's go get these things installed. I don't think it's going to take very long. I mean, pretty much everything on here is going to take seconds if I'm just placing them on. The only thing I'm going to have to do is remove the old badging, and we'll kind of go through that. I mean, honestly, all we're going to need is a gun. Oh, sorry, wrong gun. A heat gun, and maybe a trim tool. And that's probably about it. So let's go ahead, let's go get started removing the badges and get these Ikonic badges on the Bronchosaurus. First thing we're going to do is the key fob overlay. All we're gonna need is some cleaning alcohol and a rag. Just wanna make sure that the surface is clean. Bam! All right, next thing we're gonna tackle, third brake overlay. Again, I'm really impressed with this. It's not just a sticker that's going over the lens. This is gonna cover the entire thing. Again, made out of that same high quality plastic. Don't have to worry about it fading. So all we're gonna need is rubbing alcohol and the product. All right, so the next thing we're gonna tackle is these front tie badges, or the trail sight badges. We got those here. Again, we're gonna do the same thing on both sides. Comes with 4 of them, 1 for each side. Same process, just gonna clean them with alcohol, peel the 3M backing off of them, and slide them on. Those fit perfect. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is install the door sill protector. All right, so now that that's done, as you can see, I've already replaced the factory Outer Banks sticker that was there, and I replaced it with the original Bronco script, but now I've got my custom Ikonic Badge Bronchosaurus. So I've got to remove this, and I'm gonna do it the same way that I removed the factory sticker, and that's with my gun. No, not that one. This one. And a pry tool. We'll see if this works. Let's give it a shot. All right, so I heated this up, and what happened was this logo came off with a sticker on. Not a big deal. Now I'm just going to heat this up. Hopefully it pulls off easily. So I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a pain. The sticker that came from the factory came right off, hardly any residue at all when I took it off. But the one that I got from Amazon that I put on here was a pain. It took me forever to get it off. I ended up, don't take this as advice, I'm not, in case it messes up your vehicle, but I used WD-40 to get this off. And then I used a scratch remover and then a polish to get everything completely gone. It took me a while to get it looking the way it is. I'm going to remove the factory Bronco from the back now because I'm going to use one of my Ikonic badges there. So let's go back there. Let's try to take it off, see if it's easy. All right, so for the factory Bronco logo, I'm going to take this off and put one of my custom Outer Banks Bronchosaurus badges here. I'm going to use the heat gun method and dental floss. Let's see how this works. All right, so as you saw, that was a lot easier than the Amazon script that I took off, but it was more difficult than the factory model stickers that were on. Those just pretty much peeled right off with heat. This wasn't that big of a deal. I did still use, I used bug and tar remover first, then I used a little WD-40, then I used scratch and swirl, and then I finished it off with some wax. and looks great. I mean, you can't even see the silhouette of where the Bronco was. So now all that's left to do is I am going to do a light wipe down with alcohol just to be safe, and we're going to get that badge put on. So let's knock it out. I did want to kind of point out one thing to you, and maybe a recommendation. When I got these made, I couldn't decide if I wanted to keep the red accent going throughout, or if I wanted it to be more ghost-like. I will say that the kind of the matte finish on top instead of the gloss finish on top makes it to where you can see at least my image better. So as you can see right there. So I'm gonna go with the ghosting look back here. I kind of like that, the all blacked out. Plus I got the red tail lights right here. So we're gonna use this badge back here, and I'm gonna find something else for this guy. I am going to measure just this body line to this body line, and we are at about 9 3/4. So when I had my 4-inch rear lift put on, I had the rear crash bar removed, but this one didn't have to be removed. And just kind of this gap here, this opening, just nothing, no big deal, but yeah, stuff can get all up in there. I like that Ikonic makes these crash bar covers, these inserts, and they're really simple to put in. I've got the modular bumper. I thought I was gonna have to take this cap off, but you just take a little soapy water, put it around the edges, and you kind of put it in face first. You can maneuver it enough, press it in, and there you go. Check that out. It's just another little pop of color, plus it's got my Bronchosaurus and of course the American flag right there. I love it, nice little touch. Now for the last badge, and my favorite badge, the one that's going to stand out the most. This one I took the most time on as far as prep goes because there's not really a template made, so I made my own template. Had my wife come out here, kind of put the script in position where I wanted it, finally found where I wanted it, and I just created a template with painter's tape. Actually, I'll show you how I did it on the other side, but want to go ahead and get this put on, and hopefully I nail it, because this is just going to make this thing pop. There we go. We are branded. Man, that looks good. All right, so to show you how I did that, look at this side. I took the same template that I made over there and I placed it over here so it's the exact same size. Here's what I did. All I did was I took some painter's tape and I lined it on the body trim, and I got it to where it was in the position that where it would place the script at this baseline. Okay, so now that I've got that in place, what I'm doing is I'm taking the same piece I used over there. This is going to be my baseline. I'm going to place it right underneath this one, just like I did on the other side. Once you have that in place, you can remove this one. And then we're done with that one. Then my side piece is again just to create that same spacing. And there we go. So now my script will go right here. Knock that out. Now one thing I'll point out is on the passenger side, if you're doing the Bronco script, or if you do a play on words and you use the Bronco script, the B actually comes below the rest of the line. So on this side, you have to peel this back a little bit, make sure this is up, because you're making sure that this line is matching your body line. So that's really important. On the other side, you might have noticed that I had tore the piece off because the B was in the front. So, a little tip. All right, so what's a good video without a little bit of drama? So the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to place one of my emblems on this plastic box. I wasn't exactly sure what this box, if it served any purpose for my Bronco. Now I have an Outer Banks with a high package. I do not have the adaptive cruise control. I do have the pre-collision warning, but not the adaptive cruise control. And I posted on some Bronco forums, and there was a lot of debate. People were calling people names, you know how it goes. But anyway, so the research I have found is that the pre-collision warning is located up in the rear view mirror. This is only for the adaptive cruise control. So since I don't have it, I'm gonna place my emblem there. If something happens and something goes crazy, no big deal, I'll take it off. But for now, bad boy's going on there. So the last thing we're gonna tackle is the illuminated Ford badge on the tailgate. Now I've watched a couple of videos how to take this off, and I haven't seen anybody be successful getting this off without breaking the clips. There's actually 2 clips behind here, and then there's some adhesive in the center. I'm gonna try to get it off, but if I don't, it's not a big deal. But I'm really looking forward to putting my illuminated customized Bronchosaurus badge back here in its place. I did go ahead and go test this first before I put this on. Wanted to make sure that it did operate, and it does. So let's get to work, see if we can get this thing off without breaking it. Ha! It can be done. All right, so if you saw, I was able to get it off with the clips intact. So if I ever want to just put this back on, I'll be able to really easily. Just I'll still replace this, but I don't see any reason why I will take this off unless for some reason it stops working, and I don't see that happening. So what I did there was I used a trim tool. You notice I didn't even tape it off. I saw a lot of people taping theirs off. Heated it up, got the adhesive in there to where it was pretty loosened up, kind of went around and just slowly went around and kind of loosened it up. I was able to push in these clips with this one. And then my trick that I didn't see anybody else do was I created a gap on the inside of these clips to where I put this zip tie, and then I got it out the side, and I was able to squeeze like this, and while applying pressure with the tool, with the pry bar or with the trim tool, to pop it off. So yeah, it can be done. Now, one thing I would say is very important is prepping. Making sure you're getting a really clean surface for the 3M adhesive that's on the back of the Ikonic Badges is really gonna make a big impact. It's gonna make sure that it stays on there well, that you're not gonna really worry about anything happening to it. Once you got it clean, next thing we do is I took off the back here, so I have access to where the wire is gonna come up. I'm not gonna take the backing off yet. I just wanna kind of see how this is gonna play out. So obviously, I've gotta do an angle. I've gotta do about a 45-degree angle going that way, because the wiring harness is where this hole on the right is. All right, so what I was able to do was I have my trim tool down in here. I could feel where that hole was. As soon as I had where I could feel the wire, I just kind of pushed it to the side and then was able to grab the wire and pull it up. As you can see, we're good now. Now that we've got the wire ran, we've cleaned the back. we're just going to remove the 3M backing. Kids, if I haven't told you this already, don't bite your nails. Terrible habit. Makes things a lot harder than they have to be. There we go. All right, so now that we have the badge on, let me show you how I wired it up. I watched a video on Ikonic Badges, and they wired it up to actually one of the aux switches for the front so you could turn it on and off. Thought that was cool, but I personally just wanted mine to be on anytime that my lights are on. So what I did was I found the power going to the one of the rear tail lights, tested it out, I'll show you what I did, and I'll show you how I connected it. So first you have to remove the panel that just pops out really easily, feed the wires up, splice these in. Then I actually had a wire that was left over from some lights that I put on. Actually had the inline fuse already on it. On the kit it says to use a 2 amp inline fuse to protect it, so that's what we got. This already had the shielding on it, but you don't really have to have it. Ran it across, then I just zip tied it along this one. You know, if you could have got through there. I didn't want to take my tailgate table off. I could have and got back there, but don't really need to do that. So what I did was I have the Kurt wiring harness for my tailgate, or for the tow harness. Disconnected it, and I just tested the wires. Turned the lights on and found the pin that lit it up. So, and just so you know, if any of y'all, the factory wiring harness that comes out, the pin that you're going to want is in the top middle position. It's the blue-gray wire. Blue-gray wire. Then I popped this off. There's the subwoofer and the amp. And I just traced the wiring harness back to there. Again, found the blue-gray wire. Did a quick connect. Connected my power there. Ran my ground up. And as you can see back there behind, there's the ground. Now let me show you how it works. All right, so all that's left to do is to test it. So let's hop in, see what happens. All right, y'all, I want to point out one other thing too. These are the 3 emblems I got off of Amazon. I installed these 2, I never installed this one. As you can see how bad these 2 faded. It's really crazy when I look at it against the Ikonic Badges and even the one that I got from Amazon that I never installed. How black this is compared to the ones that were on there and how bad they've faded. I mean, that is really bad. I mean, it almost looks brown. Like I said, especially when you compare it to even one of theirs that was never installed. But as you can tell, with the Ikonic, because of the high quality plastic that they use, these are not going to fade. These are going to look day one brand new forever. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. I am filming this now a month after installing all the Ikonic Badges because I wanted to see how they would hold up to the weather, to the rain, to the wind. Obviously it's raining now. It's been raining the past couple days here in Georgia. I took the Broncosaurus to Caffeine and Octane in Atlanta. It's the nation's largest monthly car show. They were doing a Bronco special, and the Broncosaurus was a huge hit, and people just could not stop talking about the custom emblems that I've got on my Bronco. Everybody was asking where I got them, how long did the process take, like what limitations were there, and they were just could not wait to get home to look up Ikonic Badges. Again, I highly recommend them. The color, the product, the quality, the simple of ease, how easy they were to work with. This absolutely will set off your Bronco or any other vehicle that you own. So if you like the video, definitely give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll put a link below for Ikonic so you can go in there, create your own badges. But until then, catch you on the flip side.